Hi everyone, we are Team Index.html. We'll be presenting on our solution to vehicle damage assessment. To begin with, I'm going to share some context. So whenever a car accident happens, the car owner need to find a workshop to repair their vehicles. However, in most cases, the car owners have limited knowledge regarding to the cost for repair. They may have concerns in terms of workshop reputation and being charged unreasonable with or without unnecessary repairs. So to solve this issue, we came out a solution that most car owners wouldn't be worried of the issue mentioned here anymore. And this is our solution, the Vehicle Damage Assessment website. This is a website that allows users to create a case by uploading a photo of their damaged car. The damage of the car will be assessed by an API and price will be quoted based on the extent of damage. The car workshop can assess the case on this website and decide if they want to accept it. Next slide, please. This is an overview of what we use to create our solution. And vanilla JavaScript and JavaScript framework view was used to validate, display, and connect to the Firebase, as well as storing session information that we use as a security feature for our website.
For aesthetical appeals, we use the CSS style sheet and external approach to make the code cleaner. And then to make our design more responsive, we use a CSS framework Bootstrap using rows and columns, as you can see from the desktop version and the mobile version. We also utilize certain Firebase services such as Firebase authentication to authenticate user login as well as facilitate user registration, and also a Cloud Firestore, which stores strings and numbers in their database, and also cloud storage for picture storage. We also use a vehicle damage API online, which actually takes in the image URL, and from the image URL, they return a JSON object, which is the damage type, and as well as a access car damage picture. And since we need to allow users to upload pictures, we first allow users to upload the picture and then we store this picture into Firebase storage, which returns us a URL. And then with the URL, we reload it into the API, which the API then returns us a JSON object. And we convert it into a JavaScript object to display it for the user. We also use the Google Maps API, which takes in the name, latitude, as well as longitude of our dealers from a database to display their locations. So this API allows us to display all the locations of our partner workshop, as well as the locations for specific workshop when a dealer accepts a case. These are the Beyond the Lab that we use. So different Firebase services, as well as the database and authentication. And then for collaborative coding, we use GitHub. And for beautifying tools, we use a Sweet Alert, as well as Lottie files for animations. And then finally, we host our project through a cloud deployment on Vercel. Thank you.
Okay, so I will now be demonstrating our app, AutoCare. So this is the index page where the users will first go to. Then as they scroll down, they can see all the information here. Before they even log in, they can go to workshops and they'll be able to see all the registered workshops. So for this demonstration, we will be registering for one user and we will be using one existing dealer account. First, let's register for the user. So this is the login page and we click register. Once we click register, then the account will be registered and will be redirected to the customer page. We can go to profile and we can choose a photo for ourselves. Then we can also edit. So this will update the database. Now I'll refresh. As you can see, all the information is still persistent. Now I will demonstrate how the user will be able to create a case. So we go to home and we get started. We will select an image. Then we will upload. The API will detect the image and we will do the evaluation. We click next. We select a date and time. So let's say we select the next day. And we can only select between 8 AM to 6 PM. And if it's on the day itself, it must be at least 2 hours after the current timing. So let's say I select 2 PM. Click create case. Case will be created in the database and will be redirected to the cases page. Here you can see that the case has been created. For demonstration purpose, we are going to create 2 more cases because we will have to demonstrate a function that's at the dealer side later. So let's create 2 more cases. Although a user usually only uploads 1 case, as I mentioned earlier, we created 3 for demonstration purposes later. Now I'll be going over to the dealer's site. I'll be logging into an existing dealer account. So this is the dealer's site. The dealer also has a profile that he can edit. So we go to available jobs. These are the 3 cases that were created by the user just now, and they can click inside. But first thing, we also have a filter for them. So let's say this is light damage, this is severe, and this is normal. As you can see, it filters based on the damage. So we accept 2 cases for demonstration. So once we accept a case, it will be in the task page. It will show you whether the user has made payment and all other information. We can mark as complete, but we will be warned that the user has not made payment yet. So we don't do this first. Now we go over to the user. As you can see, these are the 3 cases we created just now, and these 2 are the ones that the dealer has accepted. So the difference is, once the dealer accepts, we have the option to pay for the cases that the dealer has accepted. And also, we can view the dealer's workshop. We just click the link and it will take us to this page where we can see where the dealer is located. So now I'll be demonstrating how to make payment for the case. We just click on the Pay Now button and we'll be taken to the payment page. So let's say we pay with PayPal. Just type in your card details. Then just click on the pay button and proceed. Here you'll see that we have made payment for the case. Finally, we will go back to the dealer side to mark it as completed. So here you can see that the payment status has been for the case has been paid, as opposed to the other one. So when the payment is made, the user will make his way down to the workshop at this appointment date. Then once the servicing is done, the dealer can mark it as complete. Then it will be removed from the task page. So once the dealer marks it as completed, here you can see that it's updated that the status is completed. And this marks the end of our demonstration.